Hey guys, I'm a fish guy here doing a couple of videos on goldfish. So I'm going to go over the top 5 questions. Eventually it's going to be 15 questions, so it's going to be a 3-part series. So I'm going to be going over the top 5 questions that are about goldfish. So how long do goldfish live for? Goldfish can live up to 25 years. More accurately, you're going to see in the 10 to 15 year range, but up to 25 has been known to happen as long as you're providing those ideal conditions. Now, if you're taking a fair fish and shoving it in a bowl, that's not going to work. So bigger the tank, the better. And that's how you get them to live longer with your water changes, good food, ideal temperature between 65, 72, and just providing a good life. So how big do they get? Now this is a little bit different because there are some of your specialty goldfish that are only going to get like 6 to 8 inches, but then you have some that are going to get 12 to 13 inches. So it all depends on the type that you get, how big they're going to get. But just assume that all of them are going to hit 12 to 15 inches, and then your tank size will be fine no matter what. So can goldfish live in a bowl? No. No, no, no. No, definitely not. And any of the pet stores that sell the bowls for goldfish should not. It's not, even just putting them there encourages people to do it because it's the cheaper way and they'll upgrade sooner. And they never do. They never, ever do. All right. Do goldfish need a heater? Trick question, depends on what the room temperature of your room is. So if you keep them between 65 and 72 degrees in the tank, that's what they prefer. Most of the time, most people's houses stay in that area. Now, wintertime and stuff might get a little bit cooler. If there's not a huge fluctuation in the temperature of the water, then it's not going to be a big deal. 1 or 2 degrees over the day, whatever, they're fine. But for the most part, goldfish really don't need heaters unless you're keeping your room 55 degrees or you're next to the big one would be like if you're on an external wall or near a drafty window, then yes, I would say throw a heater in there. It really can't hurt anything. Then the 5th and final one, can goldfish live with other fish? Little story about how I got into the fish world. So my first tank was a 10-gallon tank, and I went to the pet store. There's a local fish store, and I put 2 goldfish. It was a black moor and just a fancy, body goldfish, and 4 guppies. Within 3 to 4 days, the tank got real cloudy. All the guppies were dead. But the goldfish, they do produce more ammonia because they are bigger, they're dirtier, and that's just how they are. Now, I've seen tanks where it's doable if you're doing the massive water changes and stuff like that, but usually your more tropical fish are going to need a warmer water, which stresses out the goldfish, and a colder water for the goldfish stresses out the tropical fish. So you can put them with like white cloud minnows are usually a pretty good hardy one. You can do snails or other minnow types. Another one I know it's not fish related, but you could do crayfish. They're fine in a bigger tank because most of the time they can cohabitate as long as you keep the crayfish well fed. But yeah, I mean, honestly, your best bet, just stick with goldfish if you're doing goldfish. Sometimes they do great with other things, sometimes they don't. And I've seen goldfish eat other smaller fish. So if they're smaller and they're in the aquarium, they're going to eat them. So thank you guys for watching. Check out all my other videos. There's 300 or so of them on the channel. Thank you for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button.